handpicked harem inside Kim Jong-un while pressure squad where virgin schoolgirls are selected to entertain North Korea rulers. When Kim Jong-un became the first North Korea leader to meet with a sitting US president, many hoped it would signal a break from the nation black past. Yet just 3 years before meeting Donald Trump in 2018, he had resurrected one of his regime's darkest traditions, the twisted pleasure squad of secret sex. Entertainers first created by his grandfather. Kim whereabouts are currently unknown, raising rumors about the brutal dictator's health after he disappeared from public life 3 weeks ago. Some are even suggesting that he has died, but foreign intelligence service think as actually sheltering from the coronavirus pandemic in a secure luxury compound. And it is within the walls of his ultra-protected places that his pleasure square provide entertainment for high-ranking North Korea official. The 2000 strong harem is said to be made to sing and dance for the nation elite but also take part in bizarre sexual games and orgies. It is made even more disturbing by the fact that some members of the Pleasure Squad are said to have been as young as 13 taken directly out of school into sex work. Defector from North Korea even says the girls have to undergo invasive medical examination to prove they are virgins before they can join. Here the disturbing story of how the Pleasure Squad was founded and was brought back on the orders of Kim Jong-un. The Pleasure Squad or Kipum Jo began during the regime of North Korea founder Kim Il-sung, who is still considered the country's internal president despite dying in 1994. In the late 1970s, at the height of his powers, he sent out his official to score the nation for its most attractive young women and girls to act as singers and dancers. Some of them also began working as maids, but that most sexually attractive were ordered to become comfort women for powerful officials. Many were aged around 13 and 14 and were sometimes even recommended for the sex service by their schools. Kim Il-sung targeted virgins especially because he believed having sex with them allowed him to absorb a girl's key or life force. Authorities would tell the girls' parents their daughters were being taken on an important mission to serve Kim Il sung and they had no say in the matter. The girls would then be kept in party leaders' mansions and were expected to do whatever they were told. Officers in North Korea military often took the women as gifts after they were retired from their sexual duties in their 20s. Once they are taken into the pleasure squad, girls are then sorted into different units. Some are expected to sing and dance, while others primarily give messages and are sometimes even sent overseas or their training. But a third strand of the pleasure squad, the Manjo Jo, are explicitly tasked with providing sexual services. After Kim Il Sung's death, his son Kim Jong Il maintained the pleasure squad and had a string of mistresses to boot, and other members of the Kim dynasty were said to exploit the girls too. Kenji Fujimoto, a sushi chef who worked for the Kim between 1989 and 2001, claimed that Kim Jong Il brother Jang Song Taek would audition girls for the dictators during his regime. If they were singers, they would sing right there, Fujimoto told NK News. There would be separate audition for dancers. The panel would ask them to raise the legs and all that. The cook said in order to get the audition, girls would have to have sex with Jang Song Taek first. He was ultimately executed by firing squad on order of his nephew Kim Jong-un because he was a perceived threat to the despot authority. Jang Song-taek was blown to pieces by anti-aircraft machine guns before his remains were in- incinerated by flamethrowers. Only a few details of the Pleasure Squad activities has been made now to anyone outside North Korea closeted communist regime. In 2010, a woman known as Mai Hyang defected to South Korea claiming to have been in Kim Il Sung Pleasure Squad for 2 years. She said she was recruited aged 15 while in school. They inspected all the female students and put aside some of them, including me, and made a detailed record of my family history and school record, she wrote on a blog. I was asked whether I ever slept with a boy. I felt so ashamed to hear such a question. Lee Il-nam, Kim Il-sung nephew, mentioned the Pleasure Squad in a memo he published while living in exile before being murdered in 1997. Lee painted a picture of wild parties at Kim residence in Pyongyang which would last until the early hours of the morning, focusing on booze and sex. The routine at the parties included eating, drinking, and dancing, but usually ended with erotic games, Lee wrote. A favorite was a game in which the losers had to take off clothes one by one. It one was enforced regardless of men or women. If they got heavily drunk, they also played a hair shaving game. If men lost part of their head hair was shaved as if it was mound. For women their public hair was shaved. He added that some parties are slowly devoted to sex when Kim was in particularly good mood. The Pleasure Squad that was started in the 1970 disbanded when Kim Jong-il died in 2011 and his son Kim Jong-un came to power. That thought to be because Kim Jong-un was said to trust no one in his father's administration, including the women and girls of the Pleasure Squad. The woman was who entertained his father knew many secrets and they have now been ordered to promise not to reveal any information before being sent back to their hometowns, said Professor Toshimitsu Shijemura, a North Korea expert at Tokyo was the university. The Telegraph reports. Each of the women was thought to have been given pay of around $4,000, which is a extremely large amount of cash in poverty riddled North Korea. They were also given electrical appliances to buy their discretion. For years, the pressure squad the completely discontinued. But then in 2015, reports emerged in South Korea that Kim Jong-un was on the hunt to recruit new girls and women for a pleasure squad entirely of his own. The tyrant was said to have deployed a task for the pliable maidens while being treated for God in 2014. Chosun Ilbom report a source told the South Korea papers that the tall and beautiful new required were made to undergo security training at the Koryo Hotel in Pyongyang before being